Assalamu alaikum. Cross-border attacks between Pak-Afghan forces erupted this week. Afghan officials claimed 58 Pakistani soldiers killed. Pakistan's military claimed more than 200 Taliban fighters killed. So I say, congratulations to the Pakistani and Afghanistan armies for your sheer stupidity. You absolute idiots. You have shown us all once again if it indeed needed proving. Today's secular Muslim states, leaders and armies are only good at one thing: killing their own people and killing fellow Muslims. This is not an isolated tragedy. Whether it's Pakistan versus Afghanistan, Pakistan versus internal Pakistanis, Saudi Arabia versus Yemen, Turkey versus the Kurds, or Pakistan versus Iran, and the list continues. Instead of building regional solidarity amongst Muslim nations, they treat neighboring Muslim nations as enemy combatants. While the real enemies of the Ummah, those who bomb Gaza and occupy Al-Aqsa, watch with satisfaction. For nearly 2 years, the Zionist genocide in Gaza has slaughtered tens of thousands of Palestinian men, women, and children. And not a single Muslim state mobilized its armies to lift the siege, open up a corridor, or deter the aggressors. Not one. But when it comes to turning their guns against fellow Muslims, then there's no hesitation, there's no red tape, there's no debate in parliament, there's no United Nations, there's no theory, there's no words, there's no hot air. Just bloodshed of fellow Muslims without any hesitation. The people of Gaza, Palestine, and Al-Aqsa cried out for 24 months for a Salahuddin, a Mutasim billah, to emerge from amongst the Muslim armies. What they found instead was absolute silence, or worse, excuses from regimes too busy protecting their thrones and guarding foreign interests. History remembers men like Mutasim billah, who mobilized an entire army to defend one Muslim woman's cry for help. History remembers Salahuddin Ayyubi rahimullah, who united fractured Muslim lands to liberate Al-Quds. And today's Muslim armies, history will remember them as being only swift when it comes to killing their own people or fellow Muslims. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your brother Hafiz Sha'ban. It's 3 years since the Gaza genocide began, and 3MEB turns 3. With over 60 Gaza videos watched worldwide exposing genocide and giving voice to the oppressed and calling out the betrayal. But this takes time, resources, and strength. And to continue, we really need your help. Donate today. Every contribution allows us to grow, reach more people, and keep the struggle alive through media. By fighting Afghanistan instead of building alliances, Pakistan is giving its real adversaries, especially India, precisely the opportunity they wait for: to exploit divisions, destabilize the region, and weaken Pakistan's strategic position. This is how Muslim power is dismantled, not just through external aggression, but through internal disunity and leadership failures. Let's not forget that these so-called borders between Muslim lands were carved by colonial powers to divide and rule, to keep the Ummah busy fighting each other instead of standing together. The Ummah's strength has always depended on unity, not on carving each other up for the benefit of enemies. These authoritarian regimes, secular, despotic, and loyal to foreign powers, have no sincere commitment to defending Muslim blood, land, or dignity. The armies exist not to liberate Al-Aqsa, not to protect the Ummah, not to protect the oppressed, but to secure the regime and do the bidding of foreign colonial masters. Unless these corrupt elites are replaced with sincere, accountable leadership that fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and loves the Ummah, this bloodshed will continue. More Muslim soldiers will kill Muslim soldiers for causes that have nothing to do with Islam, justice, or liberation. What we don't need is the toxic patriotism that blinds us to reality. The my country right or wrong mindset is precisely what allows these rulers to sacrifice Muslim lives with impunity. The question is not who started it or who fired first. The question is, why are Muslims killing Muslims while Al-Aqsa burns and Gaza still bleeds? We must refuse to be pawns in the hands of corrupt rulers and secular armies. We must call for unity, accountability, and leadership that stands with the oppressed and not against them. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.